Okay, firstly, I just want to prove that I've bought the DVD. You know, you talk about millions. This is it here. I'm properly. I can watch it. This is me. I bought this. This is 35 hours. Okay. This is me. I purchased it. You know, I just let you know I didn't bootleg this. This was purchased. Okay, so here we go. Here's where we started learning. This is it, right? Okay, Supernova. Let's look at some things. Firstly, I want to look at, this is a ticker. Let's look at this ticker for a minute. You'll hear them a lot of times in penny stocks. They talking about ticker. This is what a ticker is. Okay, the ticker is just, you know, they take they abbreviate the companies then. So as you can see, this is the company name, and they just abbreviate it. So that's what a ticker is. And as you can see, that's what it is. I mean, I was listening to these dudes talk about penny stocks, and they using the term ticker, and I was scratching my head for months trying to figure out what in the world is a ticker. Okay, now I want you to understand this where I go. This how to view these. I also want you to take note of this too before we go forward. It says stock OTC. Okay, we focusing on OTC stocks. That's important. Okay, this is the quick rising. I like Tim Sykes say, it's very difficult to find supernovas and any other kind of stocks. So you got to focus on the OTC stocks. Now let you look at how it looks with other ones. Stock, they say NASDAQ. Okay, we're looking for OTC here. OTC stocks. Now you can trade NASDAQ. I've seen Steven Ducks trading them. But you want them supernovas that we're talking about to get them millions? OTC stocks. Okay? This was one of the tickers that Tim Sykes used as an example. So we're going to look at that. And these notes will grow as I keep learning more about the supernova. I wanted to know what it is, or what it looks like first. I think that's the best way to do it. Okay. This is what supernovas look like. It's like a huge spike. Now let's look at it in a different form, because he encouraged us to look at it using candlesticks. It's better, more accurate. Okay, let's move this out the way. Well, this ain't really in the way, but okay. So this is what a supernova looks like. It's a green candle that just shoots up, way up. You know, most normal candles are green and they just they stay small. But this is supernova. This is supernova. These green candles here are not supernovas. They're not long enough. These supernovas right here. This candle bar here and this candle bar. This is a supernova. Something, you know, a long candle bar, a long green candle bar that just shoot up. Now what happened is, like at 9 o'clock, it came here, and then at 10, or not even 10, maybe 20 minutes later, it shoot up again. Another 20%, and then 10:30 it shoot up again, another 30%. Then at 11 o'clock it shoot up again, another 30%. And then the next day, the second day, it shoot up again, 10%. And then it just keeps shooting up until maybe day 3, and it just keeps shooting up, as he's saying, 20%, 30%. So let's look at this again. Let's look at some things here. These are the notes. This is supernova. He says it's a breakout. Okay? Now, I'm reckoning that you might not understand what a breakout is. So I did videos to explain. I did some videos on resistance and support lines. And when it goes through those lines, that's what they call a breakout. But you gotta watch the other video I did on it. But he says it's a breakout. Okay? So you have the support line. For those of you who might not have the time to watch the video, let me just give you what a breakout means. In penny stocks, you have to work out the support line, and you have to work out something called the resistance lines. Okay? And you use this to help you with trading. And all the trading will be done within here. When you have a supernova, how it's supposed to work in trading, when the bar hits this top line, it's supposed to go down and turn red. Then when the red bar or candle touches this support line, it's supposed to bounce back up and go green. And it just stays within these two lines. But with a supernova, as it's rising up, it goes green, but it breaks through this line and keeps going up. So that's what he means when he says a supernova is a breakout. Now, he say all supernova is you buying a breakout, right? It's just a breakout, but it's a very extended breakout. Like he says, he keeps going every single day. If it keeps going up every day, 10, 30% day by day in a row, say for maybe about 3 days max. You see, that's how supernovas work. Okay? And then this is, I got the ticker so we could see how a supernova looks. Now, when do you buy supernovas? Well, he said he bought on the second day. Maybe because he was watching it. Okay? Now, he said there is some risk to these supernovas. He said he held it for 3 days. You know, because like you say, usually it goes up. He knows it goes up for 3 days. But he say in this case it didn't go up for 3 days. Okay? It you know, he say he got just a little loss. But you know, it's crazy. Let me explain this. If you entered here, right, and a supernova comes up and then it starts coming back down, yeah, you would have a little loss, but you entered here. For you to lose all your money, you'd have to come back to where you entered. But like he said, it goes for about 3 days. You say it's very risky. Now, what I want us to know, why did it spike up like that? Sometimes we have to understand why. He said it happened like this because or he said it didn't last for 3 days because he said some pumps end quicker than others. Okay? So that's why the range could be 2 to 3 days the max. Okay? Then he says, don't short a supernova. Now, what do you mean by don't short a supernova? We all, if you deal with chess, we all know that when it spike up like this, it's going to go red and drop. Right? Because he said that's what happens. After After it rises up like this, it drops. So what some traders will do is when they see it spike up like this and they come late, they know it can go red and drop. So they can bet for it to go down or short. Tim Sykes say, no, don't do that. He said, that's too risky. Okay? He also said, be careful of buying the supernova when it's too high. Okay? Here's what he mean. Sometimes you might get, you might find out that this supernova, some of you found out maybe in the chat room, and you came to the chart and it was already this high, like right here. It's too high. Now I wish I could put numbers on this to know how high is too high, but let's just get this broad understanding. Don't buy the supernova when it's too high. Okay? So if you heard about this supernova and you entered here, this is pretty good position. But if you come to this chart after hearing that there's a supernova and you like it done this high or this high, it's too high. You're too late. Okay? Now, so those are the risks. You gotta know those. Then she says when it reach number 3 is the best time or most rewarding time to go long. Right? Oh yeah, this is what I want to focus on here. He said this is how he made his first million. That's key. You see, because I want to learn how to make millions. Okay? That's my whole goal. How to make millions. Okay? This was how he did it. He said he didn't know what he was doing, but now he's making us aware of it. Okay? This is the pattern that he used to make his first million. Now, let me say this, okay? And then I'm done with this. Let me help you guys understand how powerful it is. What he's saying here. This bottom line. I remember one time I was playing chess and I checkmate my opponent by mistake, like unawarely. And when I went back and studied it, I learned something from the way I checkmate. And what I did was I started applying it in my games, and I got like 15 wins in a row. Playing normal chess, but applying that checkmate strategy. Okay? We need to understand how powerful it is that Tim Sykes is telling us this bit of information here. He stumbled upon this. Okay? Also in life, sometimes we stumble. If you look at some things, you stumble upon certain things. For example, I didn't know how to get experience in networking, and I made a video on it, and I got people that give me answers. Some said volunteer your services. Some say you might not need to worry about experience because companies might train you. I was directly trying to get answers, asking people, but I wasn't getting it. And I stumbled upon how to get answers to my problems indirectly. Okay? That knowledge is powerful because a lot of people out there don't have that little information, and it will help them. This information here that Tim Sykes is giving us is how to make millions. This is all you need to know. Supernovas, OTC stocks. This will get you there. And Tim Sykes, I like the fact that he said that he stumbled upon it. And now, because of that, He's making us aware of this, and you must respect and understand how powerful that is that he's doing that. Okay, I'm out.